Welcome to Open Book with Stephanie, one story at a time.
Today, let's read the story The Turtle Ship by Helena, Rhee, illustrated by Colleen. Long ago in Korea, a boy named Samson lived in a small village near the sea. Very few children lived nearby, so sometimes Samson felt lonely. Samson did have one good friend. This friend was small and green, and his name was Gubuji, which means turtle. Samson and Gubuji enjoyed having swim competitions in the ocean. Gubuji usually won. They also liked to race on the land. Samson usually won. On sunny days, Samson and Gubuji relaxed in the garden. Gubuji snacked on lettuce while Samson watched the ships sail across the sea. Samson would tell Gubuji how he wished to explore the world and visit different lands. Samson didn't know how this would ever happen. "I'm just a little boy and we can't afford to travel," he said to Gubuji. Gubuji didn't answer, but Samson saw wisdom in the turtle's face and patience in his slow, steady movements. Samson decided to be wise and patient too. One day, an important announcement arrived from the royal palace. In a month, the king would hold a contest to find the best design for a new battleship to defend the land. Anyone could enter the contest. The winner would earn 10 bags of copper coins and sail the ocean with the Royal Navy. Samson wanted to travel. He wanted to explore the world. He knew he had to try to design the greatest battleship. Samson found tree branches and tied them with twine to make a raft. Then he took it to the water and placed the Gubuji on top. The raft floated until a huge wave crashed down and broke it into splinters. Gubuji bobbed on the surface of the water and made it safely to shore. The next day, Samson made a stronger ship. He found logs, laid them side by side, and tied them together with rope. He used mud to stick tiles along the edge to make a barrier against the waves. When the mud dried, he placed the Gubuji on the ship. Using all his strength, Samson pulled it to the water. The boat looked steady as it glided away. Samson was sure no waves would break through this time. It wasn't long before water filled the boat and it started to sink. The ship was too heavy. Gubuji floated on the waves and made it safely to shore. That's when Samson noticed that his turtle was small but mighty, slow but steady. Gubuji was an excellent swimmer and impossible to sink. Suddenly, Samson had an idea for a battleship. Samson begged his parents to let him enter the contest. "No," said his father. "The king will never listen to a little boy with a pet turtle." But Samson reminded his parents that anyone could enter the contest. "And if I win," he said, "we will have enough money to buy food for an entire year and the cotton to make new clothes. We could even buy shrimp for Gubuji." His parents finally agreed. They traveled on foot for days through valleys and forests. They passed rivers, lakes, and streams. At last, they arrived at the royal palace. It was the most majestic building Samson had ever seen. Samson and his family stood among hundreds of people who had drawings and models of battleships. Each ship was bigger and better than the next. Some people stared at Samson and whispered, "Why is that child here with a turtle? He should go home and play with his friends." When it was finally his turn to present to the king, Samson and his parents got on their knees and bowed deeply. Samson was terribly nervous. He didn't know what to say. One of the king's counselors yelled, "Hurry up, boy! You are wasting our time." Samson gathered all his courage, and with his head still bowed, he held Gubuji up to the king. In a loud voice he said, "Your Highness, my turtle is strong and steady and never sinks. A battleship designed like this turtle will protect our land from invaders." The king's counselor laughed and laughed. One counselor said, "That's the puniest turtle I've ever seen. Let's throw it in the soup for dinner." Another said, "A turtle is the slowest creature in the sea. A shark would eat it in 2 seconds." Embarrassed, Samson's parents led him away. Gubuji trailed after them. Suddenly, a cat leaped through the air. It pounced onto Gubuji's back, but the turtle's slippery shell made the cat tumble to the floor. Then it bit at Gubuji, but the turtle's armor was too tough to crack. The cat swept Gubuji with its sharp claws, but the turtle had deep within his shell, tucking his nibs safely inside. Defeated, the cat ran away. Samson checked on his friend. Slowly, the turtle moved his arms and legs. He poked out his head and wiggled his tail. Gubuji was perfectly fine. The people applauded. "Hooray! What a mighty little turtle! Hooray!" The king approached Samson. "Your turtle is indeed strong and steady. A ship designed like this turtle will surely protect our kingdom from invaders." The king awarded Samson 10 bags of copper coins, and the next day he ordered the Royal Navy to start building the battleship. The king named the vessel Gubuxing, which means turtle ship. Just like Gubuji, the turtle ship was small but strong. The ship was made of wood and covered in iron plating and sheets of spiked metal. The deck's covering was curved like a turtle's shell. Rows of long, steady oars stuck out of the lower deck and could be pulled into the ship's body. At the back, the stern was in the shape of a tail. Instead of a turtle's head, the Navy added a dragon's head to scare its enemies. The king loved the design of the turtle ship and ordered the Navy to build more. After the first turtle ship was built, the king remembered his promise. Samson and his family were invited to travel with the Royal Navy to different lands. Many years later, Samson became a Navy admiral. During one famous battle, Samson led 13 turtle ships against 130 invader ships. The turtle ships defeated all of them. The turtle ship went on to defend the kingdom for many years. The people enjoyed great peace and prosperity during this time. Samson and the turtle ship were celebrated across the land and beyond. And yet, no matter how many people he met, no matter how many places he visited, Samson discovered he was happiest to be in the garden with his old friend Gubuji, watching ships sail across the sea. During the 1500s, Admiral Shin improved an existing battleship designed to create Korean's famed turtle ship, known as Gubuksein. The ship's name derived from its protective ironclad covering, reminiscent of a turtle's shell. At one time, scholars believed the first ironclad ships were European or American, but the turtle ship is dated hundreds of years earlier. The end.
Thank you for watching. See you at the next story.